taking a look at warranty registration. And one of the things that you're going to notice about particularly Climair.com is that all of its products come with a warranty of some sort. So when you go to Climair.com/warranty, you're able to gather information about all of the different warranties that are available for our products. For instance, this one here is for the Climair PTAC manufacturer's warranty. And when you open that up, it comes in a PDF. Feel free to download that and keep it for your records, but this is something that's pretty dynamic, so you should probably just review it while it's on the site, because it will be changing periodically. But one of the things that you're going to notice here is it tells you about warranty exclusions and limitations. It tells you about the what is covered and what is not covered. It gives you our contact information so that you're able to understand, for instance, that our warranty doesn't include labor. It says that, Climair warrants the original purchaser its package terminal PTAC product against defects in materials or workmanship under normal use and maintenance during the warranty period. So as you can see, there are exclusions. The product needs to be installed by a licensed technician. And the user, I'm referring to the customer that goes to register their information. The way that they're going to do that, the way they go to register their unit, is by going to the Climair.com website and then clicking on product registration. If they already have a registration number, they would be clicking on find your registration. And here they would be able to select either a serial number if they had registered it previously and their email address associated with that transaction, or if they have their registration number, they'd be able to put it here and look up their information. For instance, I use this gentleman, 813-2020 is the registration number, and I looked up all of Todd's details here. So this is the way that the customer would be performing that search. So just to show you that again, they would be going over to product registration, and if they wanted to perform a search for their registration lookup, they would be clicking on that registration link, typing in their registration number, which is sent to them through email, and then they would find all of their details here. Now, on the other side, if they had not registered their products, or meaning that they don't have a registration number, then they would be going through this process, and they would be filling out all of these details. They would have to know the serial number. As you could see, I selected that serial number, and I'll do that again for you. Let me refresh the page. Okay, so we're blank again. I just selected some preloaded, details, but this serial number loads and it's mapped to that model number, this purchase date, and this invoice number. So from that point forward, the customer fills out the rest of these details: what day it was installed, where did they purchase it from, what was that person's phone number. All of these details need to be updated in order for them to receive the registration ID. If they do not fill out these details, they will not receive a registration ID. The other side of things is that when it comes to warranty support, unfortunately, we can provide some basic support to that user. In other words, we can look up their information. If they need to register the unit, we can instruct them on how to do that, very similar to how we're doing with this video. But unfortunately, we're not able to troubleshoot any problems unless we're speaking to a technician. So we won't be able to walk the user through any troubleshooting steps. However, one of the things that we've provided is some public information here. You'll notice I scrolled down to the bottom of the screen and I clicked on error lists. When I click on error lists, one of the things I'm able to do is to look up some information. So like KSIV, I typed in KSIV in search, and I found that there's a KSIV series here. And when I open that up, these are all of the error codes that are associated with that product. So like, for instance, if you got, I'll just go back here for a second. So if you got this E7, you look it up. It was E51. When you click on that, it tells you what the issue is. Outdoor PCB main chip does not receive feedback from EEPROM chip or compressor driven chip. So it walks you through some steps in order to troubleshoot this. Now, we don't have every single one of these documented. You'll notice that some of them are blank, but a lot of them are, and it tells you whether or not something was short circuited, or whether it's a problem with the PCB board. We walk you through being able to detect voltage. This is just a helpful guide in order to help the user be able to look up their error code, and they'd be able to do that using the series, or using just a keyword, and performing a search for it. So E1, you can see you got the E1 error code. Type that in. Indoor and outdoor communication error diagnosis. So this is just an example of how we can help users not only register their unit and look up that unit's registration, but also help them through some basic troubleshooting steps, instructing them that we can only speak with their technician to provide a higher level of support.